Hello my dear friends. So today we are going to solve the question middle of the linked list. Okay, so this is one of the important question, you can say. Generally interviewer ask this question. In my Wipro interviewer has asked me this problem. Okay, he told me to find the middle of a linked list. Okay, so what will be given? A linked list will be given and we are pointing towards the head and we need to find the middle of that. Okay, so they can ask you to find the middle of the linked list, or that they can ask you to print the from middle, print the entire linked list. So here you need to print 3 4 5. Okay, and if you are going to see, if you have two midpoints, suppose here the number of elements are odd, so we have only one midpoint, that is 3. But if it is a even number of linked list present, so we need to return the midpoint which is towards the right hand side. So we need to return 4 5 6 or 4 depending upon the question. Okay, so I hope the question is very clear to you. Let us take the example of this. Okay, input we are taking from 1 to 5. Perfect. So this is 1 which is connected with the 2, which is connected with the 3, which is connected with the 4, and which is connected with the 5. So generally what is actually happening in the linked list? Okay, so as you can see, they have defined, they have two things in the linked list, value and the next. So this is value and this is next, like this they are storing. So in value we have 1 and in next they have the address of the next linked list. So here it is 2. Suppose here address is 101. So here the value will be 1001 will be stored. Okay, suppose similarly here the address is 2006. Okay, the address will be something random. Okay, it will be stored somewhere in the memory. So if it is 2006, so here in next what will be stored? 2006. So this is the actual scenario in a linked list. Okay, so now you can see what we need to do. We need to find the middle of a linked list. So one approach that come to my mind is, what we can do, we can traverse the entire linked list. Okay, and what we will do, we will do the count. So initially count is 0. What we will do, we will start from here. So count will be increased to 1. Then we will come to next node, count will be increased to 2. Then we will come to next node, count will be increased to 3. Then we will come to next node, count will be increased to 4. Then we will come to next node, count will be increased to 5. So we will get to know that there are 5 elements in the linked list. And if you want to find the midpoint, so it will be 5 plus 1 by 2. That will be third. So third position will be the midpoint. So what you can do, you can again start traversing from the starting point. Okay, so you can just traverse 3 times. So here it will be 1, here it will be 2, here it will be 3, and you can reach the midpoint. If suppose if you have elements like this till 6, okay, what you will check, if it is even, so you can do like this, 6 by 2 will be 3, so 3 plus 1 you need, the midpoint will be 4. So you can start traversing from 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, if you are getting confused, let me take some another example. Suppose the elements are like this, 7, then 14, then 21, then 28. Okay, so and then 35. Suppose this is the case. So this is the first position, this is second position, this is third node, fourth node, fifth node. So it will be 5 plus 1 by 2 if it is odd. Okay, so it will be third position. So in third position what we will do, we will return 3, or what we can do, we can return this right hand side also. Okay, anything is possible. I will show you both the codes. Okay, sorry, this code now. Okay, so I hope the approach is very clear to you. Okay, so what we need to do, first of all we need to traverse the entire linked list. Okay, so what I will do, let's say the elements are 10 20 30 40 and 50. Okay, so what I will do, I will write a variable temp equals to head. So it will point here, head is also pointing here and temp is also pointing here. So what I will do, I will run a while loop till we have element in the temp. And what we will do, initially C value will be 0. So in every step we are going to increase the count, and once the count is increased, temp will be equals to temp dot next. it means our temp will be shifted. First it is here, then it will come to 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 here, and temp dot next is none. Okay, if you are going to see here, it is none written. Okay, so when it is none, so it will come out of the loop. Then what we can do, we can move while C okay, what we will do, we will move 3 times. So first of all, C value is 3. So once we traverse the first element, okay, so head will be equals to head dot next. So we come to the first element. Okay, so C will be reduced to 1. C will be reduced by 1. C is equal to C minus 1. Okay, now C value will be 2. So we have only 2 elements. We have come to 2 times. Now what, sorry, we will start with C minus 1. Okay, so what will happen? So initially C value will be 2. So once we come to the second element, the C value will be reduced to 1. Now what we will do? Head will be equals to head dot next. Head will come to 30. Now C is reduced to 0. So we reached our midpoint. Okay, and we will apply the conditions on the C depending upon the even or odd. Okay, so I hope the question is clear to you and approach is also clear. So what we will do, first of all, we will write a temporary which is equal to head, and we are going to run a while loop till we have elements in the temp, and to count we are starting with the 0. So initially C plus equals to 1, then temp will be equals to temp dot next. Perfect, this is done. So it means it has traversed the entire list. Now I will apply the condition of the midpoint. If C percentile 2, if C percentage 2 is not equal to 0, means it is a odd. So at that time midpoint will be C equals to C plus 1 by 2. Okay, we need to traverse half of the time by adding 1. Okay, else what we are going to do, it will be C will be equals to C by 2 plus 1. Okay, so this is done. Now what we will do, we are going to apply a while on C minus 1. Okay, so what we will do, we will move our head this time. So head will be equals to head dot next, and we are reducing C every time. Okay, so once the C will be reduced by 1, when it is negative or 0, it will come out of the while loop, and then what we can do, we can return the head. Okay, let us try this approach. And you can see this approach is absolutely working fine. Okay, but if you are going to submit this solution, I think it will be a time error. Okay, it's working fine. So it's the correct approach. Means here what we have done, this is order of n. Okay, sorry, I was started writing in my notebook. It is order of n because we are traversing a linked list completely. Okay, order of n. If the interviewer say you optimize this approach, okay, so how you are going to do this? Okay, question is same. He will say try to solve in less time because you have traversed the entire linked list. Suppose you need, if you are given a lot of elements, it will take a more time. Suppose if 1 lakh element is given, so it will take time corresponding to 1 lakh element because it is order of n, and if n value is very high, then it will take a more time. So you need to find a optimized approach for this. So what will be the optimized approach for this? So here we are going to take 2 variables, slow and fast, and both are initially equal to head. Slow will be also at head and fast will also be at head. Perfect. And what we will do, we are going to move them. Slow is going to move 1 time and fast is going to move with the double speed. Then it is going to cover 2 steps at a time. So what we will do, while we have elements in the fast, okay, so suppose here is fast. So what we will do, we will move slow 1 time. So slow will be equals to slow dot next. Okay, so what will happen, slow will come to this place, and I told you we need to run to fast, and fast will run 2 times. So fast will be equals to fast dot next dot next. Okay, it means fast will come at this position. Again slow is going to come here, slow will come and it will fast will move to 2 positions, so fast will come here. So now there is no element further, so what is going to happen, we are at slow will be at the midpoint of the list as you have seen in the above example also. Okay, so this is working fine. Suppose if the elements are like this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. So here slow and fast both are initially at head. Slow will move to 1 position, fast will move by 2 positions. Fast will come here. So slow moved from here to here. Again slow will come to this position, but fast will move 2 times. Fast will come to this position. Again slow will move to 1 position, but fast will move 2 positions this time. Okay, so if fast move 2 position, this is first position, there is no second position. Okay, there is no second position, so fast will be equals to none. It will come to none. Okay, so our slow is in this position. Now there is no further movement of this, so what we will return, we will return the slow. Okay, I hope the approach is clear to you. Okay, so let us try to find the code for the same. Try to write the code for the same. This is known as the 2-pointer approach, or we can say slow and fast approach. So initially I told you slow will be equals to head, slow and fast are both are on the head. Okay, now one more thing I missed. So here we are running every time, but before directly moving, what we will do, we will check if we have any element in fast or not. Okay, so here we are saying that fast will jump 2 times. Fast will be equals to fast dot next dot next. Suppose there is a situation that fast come at this position, fast come at this position, and now if you write fast dot next, so there are no elements, so it will give the error. He will say that there is no fast dot next. So what you need to check is, you just need to check if there is a next element or not. So what we will do, we will just check if fast dot net exists or not. If fast dot next will exist, okay, suppose here 60 is there, so fast dot next will be 60 and fast dot next will be none, because there is no element, so here none will be stored. So if you are going to write that directly, it will give you the error. Just we have to write that condition. So while fast, okay, so slow will move, I told you it will move 1 time, so slow will be equals to slow dot next. But if you directly write fast is equal to fast dot next, and once this is done, you are going to return slow, and if you try to run the solution, it might work. Okay, so he is saying that we are using fast before assignment. Okay, here I need to write fast, I written head 2 times. So we may do sometimes such type of mistakes in our real example also. Okay, so see here it has given the error, because here we haven't checked whether that element is existing or not. So here we need to apply the condition, if fast dot next exists, then only move to fast dot next. Okay, if that element doesn't exist, okay, if there is no fast, so else what we will do, we will come out of this loop. So what we will do, we will break. It means if there is no fast dot next, close the loop. Okay, so it is saying that it is giving error. It is saying 4 and 5. It has written 4 and 5, but what we want, we actually want 3, 4 and 5. So I think we have done some mistake in writing the solution. Okay, let's check this. Okay, so this is the same code that I have written there. So let us try to paste this same code and let us try to find the solution of write the solution. Okay, so slow is equal to head, fast is equal to head. So while fast, what we are doing, we will check if fast dot next is exist. Okay, so what mistake we have done, I will tell you now. Okay, so this code is working absolutely fine. Okay, so earlier what we have done, we have applied this condition here. and then we try to submit the solution. So what it has done, before checking only it has written the solution. Okay, so I will tell you the working of the same code now. Okay, so it will be helpful to you also what actually is going to happen. This is the scenario 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correct? So first of all, this is the code I am going to copy and paste, so it will be helpful for you. So what is actually happening? So initially slow is here and fast is here. We are checking if fast is there. Yes, fast is there. So what we will do, we will move slow by one step. So slow will be moved here. Fast dot next exists. So this is fast and it is checking fast dot next exist. Yes, it is already existing. That's why we have moved the slow. Okay. So it will move 2 times. So fast will come to this position. This is the position of slow. This is the position of fast. Okay. Once this is done, what it will do, it will check fast exists. Yes. Then we are moving the slow. So slow will come to this place and it will check whether the next element exists or not. Yes, it exists. It will move to 2 places. So fast will come to this place. So this is final place and this is final place. But the loop should end here. But actually it is not ending because fast have some element. So this code will be executed. Slow will be equals to slow dot next. So that's why the slow is coming here. And then we are checking fast dot next. So fast dot next is none. So it will come to break and we are just break. And slow will be pointing on the 4th position. So it has written 4 and 5. But in reality, first of all, we need to check if the element exists. If exist, move fast 2 times, then slow will be equals to slow dot next. Okay. So this is the thing I observed while writing the code with you only, because while writing the code for the first time, I have written the condition in the bottom only. So I didn't face this error. But now only while solving the question with you, I got the error. So we have resolved that. Okay. So like this, if you get any kind of error, you can go step by step. You can debug the code and finally you will get your solution. So I hope both the approaches are clear to you. If you have any kind of doubt, please let me know in the comment section. I will be more than happy to solve all your doubts. Thank you.